On the table today at Squirrel Stampede, a little wee bit of your time with How to Train Your Dragon, the Burger King collection. Lots of requests for the Burger King. 6 dragons to collect with this one. They're looking actually kind of fun and interesting, so we gotta figure out all their fidgetiness and dragoniness. Plus, we'll test out a few Toothless. We missed the Hug and Glide Toothless, and we'll test out a dartboard with that one, and my Burke axe throwing skills. And an Ultimate Plasma Blast Toothless in the mix, and a few other surprises, so follow in with us. You gotta see what we pull from this very interesting Burger King collection.
Squirrel Stampede.
Please swipe.
Squash share.
And squirrel.
This is a DreamWorks How to Train Your Dragon only in theaters Burger King bag of promotional crispy hot dragons. Where I lived, I could never find, so I had to do a special order, and that's why we're so late on these. But it's never too late for a crispy dragon, right? So we're always big into McDonald's Happy Meal toys. What's a Burger King toy do again? It's been a while. See if we can pull a dragon here. Of course we start with Toothless. It's a Toothless. Packed away, ready to play. A Burger King Jr. promotion, looking all sealed up. I wonder how well these little pull things work on these. Not too bad. I'll get a scissors though. I would like to preserve these to infinity in my How to Train Your Dragon collection, of course. Build a Toothless! Oh, he's so basic! Look at that! That is about as simplified of a Night Fury you can get out there. Although a pretty good step up over those McDonald's Frisbees a few years ago, right? Who remembers the Frisbees? Anyone still have them? I think I do somewhere. So I've installed his wings, and here we go. I think there's like a little bit of a flap or something. There's one of the spikes on his back kind of has a button-like thing. Oh, that's probably locked into this projectile. Projectiles are back, and sure enough. Ow! Oh, that hurt. Why would you do that, Toothless? It's always weird to see any How to Train Your Dragon toy outside of Spin Master because they pretty much had the stranglehold on the Dragon's license the entire time. I know so many of us would love to see like Mattel or even just a Finer Things company work on some finely made dragons. And as for this Toothless piece here, it's got some good looks. He's got a happy blasting face, his proportions are pretty much in balance, some moving flapping wings, and I guess outside of paint details other than those green eyes, he could have been detailed up a little better, but still it's there to see. So I guess if I just kind of manually shake, I can simulate some violent wing flapping. What a really cool piece. Honestly, this is a really cool piece for a promo toy. Alright, who goes next? Deadly Nadder. Or is it Nadder? I spent the entire movie reciting the correct pronunciation of the Deadly Naddington into my head, and I still to this day, I forget every time. Okay, well what do we got? With Stormfly is next. Stormfly is here, non-numbered. I'm just pulling what I can find first, and I think this one's going to be very interesting. Kind of like a collection of fidget dragons, if you ask me. She's got wheels? She's got wheels? She's got weird. I did not expect this. What is going on? When did they go Roadrunner with the Stormfly? They're like at the factory meeting, they're like, so what does the deadly Stormfly do? Well, she propels these dart-like spines from her back. Well, how about we roll her legs like a wheelchair? Great idea, Todd. So like Toothless, absent of paint, just one plastic color, just with a little bit of yellow in her eyes. You know, the balance of sculpt is okay, but the function of the twirly legs is probably the weirdest contraption toy I've seen. Very much a fidget though. You can just sit there and spin these all day. So what a weird Stormfly. I would have given Toothless like 5 stars, but Stormfly is probably like a 2.5. I can see why these were recommended by so many people. They are pretty fun. Alright, what's our next dragon? Green. Is it a Zippleback? I think it is. I think it's a Zippleback. Little trickier to find Zipplebacks this year, but we did finally nail in that Walmart exclusive. Had you found yours? It's a pretty cool one, and I think this one looks kind of fun. Okay. More wing assembly. What is this one up to? This one's got good sculpt like Toothless. I love it when a promo toy can actually sub in for a real toy if you just couldn't find one. And I think this one might do it, although a little bit small. Get those wings installed, and there is our cute little Zippleback. Belch, barf, barf, belch, hideous, whatever you want to say. What does it do? So we popped in the wings, we got that going. Instructions say wiggle tail, and his head shakes. Okay, test this out here. Oh, okay, there you go. So kind of pinch those front feet forward, wiggle tail, get his heads to bob. And usually this is a back and forth type of thing. Bob his head and wiggle his tail. Kind of. This works a little better. Alright, that's a cool feature, and for the most part, again, looks like a double-headed Zippleback we know so well. And not compromised in any way with the strange rolly wheels. Could have still used a second coating of paint. Alright, that's halfway through the collection. What are the other three? Is this a rumble horn? No. I think it's a terrible terror. I always have a tough time with this one, as it's not around as much as all the other dragons. It's there and here. I guess that's a terrible terror. Let's get closer. It's just fun to say, really. Terrible terror. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a terrible terror. Now this one, ooh, this one's fun. That's a really clean rolly wheel on the base of this dragon. Oh, he spins. Oh, this one's fun. Really lightweight. Just two little rolly wheels, one under his belly, one under his head, are creating a really almost frictionless free roll. And a little bit of wings that flap too. Or no, they just lift up. They just hinge up. And then roll so smoothly. So where they kind of failed with Stormfly, they rebound really well with this guy. Oh, it's fun. I can see it like chasing a little light right now. Woo! Okay, I'm having too much fun with this one. Watch out, hiccup! There you go. This one is really quite fun. Oh, even the tail has a little articulation. Best dragon so far. Yeah, I'm so into this collection. This was so worth the wait. Alright, two more, I believe. Aha! Hookfang! Monstrous Nightmare. In a way, actually, the Monstrous Nightmare was the harder toy to find. I think you can find a Zippleback still readily at Walmart, but the Final Battle Volcano Pack thing that we checked out early in the year, I rarely see that at Targets. What do you guys see this guy at all? He's pretty rare, and it's one of the biggest dragons in this year's collection. At least on the Spin Master side. Hookfang kind of felt like the most redesigned out of all the dragons. This time around, the head was a lot more realistic and a little less cartoony, animated, goofy. And the stance of his wings always a little bit different too, but it's a great looking dragon. So what does this one do? Ooh, it's going to be similar to what we did with the Zippleback. Back and forth tail feature moves the head back and forth. Ever so gently. And probably some articulated wings here. They are on his shoulders, and they are not. They're actually glued in tightly. I thought we were going to be able to rotate them around. This guy might be the most unmoving out of the collection, but he's a good one to have. You gotta have a Monstrous Nightmare. Not bad at all. So if we know our dragons and we've trained them right, we pretty much can conclude the next one is a Gronckle. Yep. It's a Grunkle. Finishing the collection with a Grunkle before we get to the larger figures. Oh, it's a bulk of plastic. A bulky, hulky chunk of plastic. What is this Grunkle up to? I guess it's shooting out chunks of lava hot rock. And yeah, I don't even recall her in this position, but maybe so. And there we go, we've got a projectile of fire rock, and we'll just jam this in there. Okay, well, from like a visual standpoint, kind of interesting. As for a function standpoint, how much do you guess this shoots? Nothing. It's like jammed in there. So what do we got here? Instead of press, we'll twist. It's a twister. Okay, we can get that. We're gonna twist this. Okay. Oh, that got some distance. I anticipated just a couple inches. Try that again, see how far we can go. Ow, still off screen. I like how it like shoots up and then hits the Gronckle. That's not a very good effect. How far do we have to pull away for this? All right, our next attempt. I'm running out of reach with this one. How much farther can I go back before my camera falls off a cliff? Okay, here we go. Okay, so you know, about 12 to 20 inches of vertical height. Maybe better to actually try to aim at something. So instead of just standing flat, just go like this and shoot the bag. Good deal of damage with this Grunkle. Not really the prettiest dragon out of the set, but still kind of fun backup group piece. Rounds out a pretty fun collection though. So looking at everybody in this collection, who's my favorite? Think it's gotta go with the Terrible Terror. The Terrible Terror's Rolly feature just turned out to be the most fun, but Hiccup and Toothless, or well, just Toothless, was a lot of fun too. Just got him right down the middle with what you want him to do. A little bit weird with that, I don't know what to say about that. And this guy back here, kind of a background piece. These two over there, Hookfang and the hideous Zippleback, turned out to be fun. So well worth the wait on these guys. I really enjoy the fidgetiness of this group. Okay, so I have not had a chance yet to check out the Ultimate Plasma Blast Toothless. One thing you can say about Spin Master and their Dragon collections is they are very consistent. We see this guy almost every time. Ultimate Plasma Blast with Try Me feature. We can hear him roar in box right there. And he is going to, of course, Ultimate Plasma Blast things. Oh, well, let's get this one out. Some assembly required, of course. And we got a Toothless with Ultimate Plasma Blast out. This is one very wingspanny dragon. Back to the real feel wings, which I kind of like. It's like Batman. It's like Batman. It's like its entire cowl. Oh, these fold back. These fold back. And then when we press this button, they lurch forward. They're so heavy. These wings are so heavy. Back button here also with the head bob. Now I thought we were going to be getting some of the smoke effects, the mist effects with this one too. The Plasma Blast series usually does stuff like that, but no, it's dry. There's no liquid involved. Just a light inside his head. Very much deluxe in the series this year, but very much also just kind of lanky, very lengthy and long. Ooh, I do not like this tail at all. It is way too long. It's like reaching out more than twice his body length, and it has no articulation, so it's this long piece of heavy, wonky, sticky plastic that is just blah. Yuck, I hate this tail. It's totally in the way. Interesting, he does not come with the Hiccup. We've got a saddle all ready for the action figure. I believe this one really just served as your like deluxe version of Hiccup and Toothless, but now I feel like the scale is wrong. I feel like Toothless is just way too big, especially that back tail, and it's really hard to get Hiccup to sit on there. Those posts are so often just breaking and cracking their legs at the hip. So as for a deluxe figure, I think I'd pass and just keep the team up with the regular release figure. It's interesting. I like the little effect here. Oop, dropped a leg. But he's just too heavy and clunky and reachy. It's going to be really hard to find a shelf or any good spot to place this one at, especially again with that tail. So surprisingly not my favorite Toothless figure at all. A little bit too large. Then I gotta share this one. This one's had my interest peaked all year. It's a Hug and Glide Toothless. Zombie not included. Kind of a fun play on plush and action figure maybe. Really looks cute. The way they have some of the fabric choices, it's like a scaly fabric. It's much fun to see. So this one, we are going to sling like a shot to get Toothless to glide. Launch Toothless to make him soar. And I get it now, with plush, you don't break out chandeliers or your grandma's teeth. Let's check this out. I can immediately tell I like this one so much better than Ultimate Plasma Blast Toothless. Hug and Glide Toothless is just adorable. It's that plush, it's that scaly plush they're using, and we've got plush wings that extend out, kind of like one of those pop round bracelets that wrap around your hand, so they click and reach out. This is just something we haven't seen before. I like it quite a bit. Legs here with the slingshot effect, you can see there's a little line in there, get your finger in, and then back legs and tail. A little bit of wire would have been nice in there to kind of position, but that's okay. That's okay. So to glide, you actually want to fit your fingers into these little leg holes down here. There's 2 little leg holes. See if I can fit my fingers in there. Sure. And then that gives it a stretch, and that's why this tail is so long and straight, so that you can kind of give it a pull and a release, destroying your set. I think we're gonna have to go outside with this one. Okay, so here I am with Toothless out in the untamed nature of Burke. We are nowhere near civilization in any way, any form, and we will test out Toothless, the flight mode of fun. We have set up a target system out in the middle of nowhere near anything that would resemble relaxation. And if you haven't played with one of these target boards, you're missing out. So let's give a few shots. And just for fun, let's do some Burke training and see how many axes I can hit in that center target. So Toothless is mocking me, says I could do way better than that. Let's try it again. Well, I guess I have to practice a little more in my Burke training, right, Toothless? Okay, let's get back to the studio. So even though I didn't get a total distance shot with this one, the Hug and Glide doesn't so much glide as it just kind of tosses. But this one is so cute, so we'll forgive it any day. So we have one final barrel trick of today. If you like the Hug and Glide plush, these will set you up really well. So far we've opened cute little Terrible Terror, a ferocious Hookfang, and a Stormfly. Let's see what we can find in this one right here. These are always fun to collect and disappear quickly. They often fly off the shelves. I can't remember if there's a code to these or not. There may be something in there to help you out. And today we find, well, none other than a very cute Toothless. So these are super awesome, continuing on with that scaly plush and very cute dragon eyes, kind of like a little baby Toothless. There's our Terror, our Stormfly, and Hookfang. Is that every one of them? No, out there is also a Gronckle. I still have to hunt down a Gronckle. Fun stuff. And now that we've caught up with How to Train Your Dragon Burger King, we need to catch up with Jurassic World Rebirth Power Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex upcoming soon, along with a hatching Tyrannosaurus Rex egg. Very interesting. If you like today's video, please give us a squawk, squirrel, a squament your favorite, most interesting dragon burger. Don't forget to check out these videos YouTube recommends. Thanks for watching. That's what I have to say about that.